Hi, I'm Mark from EasyLawnMowing.co.uk and this is the LawnMaster L10 Robotic Lawnmower. In this video we're going to take a look at the setup and installation, we're going to look at the features and functions, and we're going to look at how well this robotic lawnmower performs out on my front lawn. By the end of this video you'll know if this is the right robotic lawnmower for you and your lawn. So before we start setting up this LawnMaster L10 robotic lawnmower, we need to get it unboxed. So let's do that now. Let's see what comes supplied with the robotic mower, and then we'll take it out and we'll get it set up. Okay, so that's our LawnMaster L10 unboxed. So let's take a look at what you get supplied with this mower. So naturally, you get the robotic mower itself, you get the charging base station, you get 150 meters of perimeter wire and 250 pegs. So the combination of this perimeter wire and that number of pegs makes this ideal for lawns up to around 400 meters squared. You also get the power supply, which is an external power supply, so it's IP rated, but naturally you will need an external socket to be able to plug the charging station into. You also get your instruction manual, and you also have these ground screws here which enable you to screw down the base station to the lawn, and also there's an Allen key in there as well which you use on the ground screws. Okay, so that's what you get provided in the box. So let's go out now to the front lawn and let's get this set up. Okay, just before we go out and install this, I just wanted to mention that I'd also opted for this ground peg installer from LawnMaster. So I'm going to test this out as well. This doesn't come in the box, it's an optional extra. It's around £30. So we're going to take a look and see how well that works. But basically what you do with that, your perimeter wire goes onto the peg installer here. You load about 10 pegs into the barrel here, and then you can go around your lawn and install the pegs. So we're going to take that out and have a look and see how well that works. Okay, let's go and get it installed. So we've come out to my front lawn here, and I just wanted to quickly explain to you the setup here and what I'm actually doing. So I've got 80 square meters here in the front lawn. I've already got a Works robotic mower over on that half of the lawn, and what I'm going to do is set up the LawnMaster L10 on this half of the lawn. So remember, this LawnMaster is designed for lawns up to 400 square meters, and this bit of lawn here is 40 square meters. So this is capable of cutting a lawn up to 10 times half of this size, or 5 times the entire lawn. So the lawn here is a little bit long just to put the robotic mower on. So what I'm going to do is give this a quick cut. I will take it down to probably around 40 millimeters, and then I'm going to set the LawnMaster at 40 millimeters and just let it keep the lawn at that length. That's kind of my preferred length. So what I'm going to do first is get the robotic mower charged. So you get 10 meters of power cable here. So from 10 meters from your socket you can install your base station. So I'm going to get the robotic mower charged, and then I'm going to start installing the perimeter wire using the peg driver here. So just one other quick point with regard to the two different robotic mowers. So the Works robotic mower is a more complex robotic mower. It has an app. I needed to do a firmware update. I needed to configure the schedule in the app, where the LawnMaster is a really simple installation robotic mower. So basically with the LawnMaster, you run the perimeter wire, you press the button, you press the start button, and off it goes. So what I will do in the future is I will create another video, maybe in about 3 months' time, and we'll take a look at how well the LawnMaster has done it, keeping this side of the lawn neat and tidy, and we'll also compare it to the Works robotic mower as well. Okay, so that's it. Let's get this installed. So the first thing we need to do is to decide where we're going to put our base station or our charging station. So I've decided to put mine here, which is pretty much 10 meters, using the whole 10 meters of the power cord, because I wanted it over this side of the lawn. So what you need to bear in mind is you need to make sure that you get this charging station the right way round. So what we're going to be doing is working anti-clockwise around the lawn with the perimeter wire, and we're going to be starting at the back of the charging station. So that means that the charging station is going to be facing this way, because this is the back and this is anti-clockwise, and that's the way we're going to be working around the lawn. So you're looking for a nice level surface, preferably if you can be in the shade part of the day, that would also be a good idea. And then at this stage we're not going to screw the base station down, because when we've run the perimeter wire we're going to need to lift it to run the wire through the underside of the station. Okay, so there's two ways in which you can install the perimeter wire. So the first way is to use the peg driver here. So you load 10 pegs into the handle here. The wire, the boundary wire, sits on here, and you work your way around the lawn. The other way is just to use a mallet and just to hammer the pegs in around the lawn. So I'm just doing 40 square meters here, so the mallet and hammering the pegs in would have been plenty, good enough really. But if you're doing anything larger lawns, then the peg driver would be well worth it. So that's around £30 for the peg driver. So it is an optional extra, as I said, and it doesn't come in the box with the mower. Okay, so I'm going to use the peg driver. So let's try that now. Let's get the perimeter wire installed. I forgot to mention something just before we install the perimeter wire, is that you do need to leave 1 meter either side of the charge station. So you can see here to my corner there is just over 1 meter, so that really would be the minimum amount of space you would need before it hits any obstacles or the border of your lawn. Okay, so one other thing I'm going to do while I'm running the perimeter wire around the lawn, I'm going to actually switch on the base station and put the mower into the base station to get the battery charged. So it'll be almost ready once I've installed the perimeter wire. Okay, let's get this wire installed. Okay, so I'm going to put the mower onto the charger, so that can be charging whilst we're installing the perimeter wire. Okay, so I'm going to use the driver here. So we're going to load the top with pegs, so it holds 10 pegs. So, and then we're going to use our guide, so 30 centimeters. Going to hook on our perimeter wire, and that threads actually this side. It goes through the hole. Yeah, and then through the hole at the bottom and comes out the other end. Okay, so what we're aiming to do is we're going to leave about 20 centimeters extra of wire here to allow us to connect up to the charging station. So just make sure that's in the groove there. We're 30 centimeters away from the edge, and you simply just drive the peg into the ground, then 50 centimeters away from each peg you just simply drive in another peg, keep the wire pulled tight, 50 centimeters, but 30 centimeters away from the edge there, drive the peg in and just keep working your way around like so. That works really, really nicely. Okay, so as I mentioned earlier, you don't need to use the peg driver, as that is an optional extra. So you can simply just use a mallet or hammer, and you just simply push the pegs into the ground. So I'm going to leave enough wire there just to connect to the front of the the base station. We're measuring our 30 centimeters in from the edge of the lawn. And you simply just use a mallet there just to hammer that peg into the ground, and then 50 centimeters between the pegs, again keeping the 30 centimeters from the edge of your lawn. Keep them nice and tight, and that's it, and work around the lawn, hammering your pegs in with your perimeter wire. Okay, so that's our perimeter wire installed now. So the peg driver worked extremely well. I'm actually very surprised. I didn't have high hopes for that peg driver, to be honest, but it actually did a fantastic job. And if you're doing a larger lawn, that's going to make it really easy just to keep threading the wire and putting the pegs in. But equally, using the mallet to drive the pegs in was not an issue as well. So you just simply work your way around your lawn. Okay, so now we need to connect the two ends of the wire, perimeter wire, into our charge station. So I've got the charge station now unplugged, so that's turned off. I'm going to remove the robotic mower, and I'm then going to turn the charge station over, and then this end wire I'm now going to thread through the base of the charging station, like so. There's little clips there that you just need to get them behind, and then that will come out the front, like so. And then this first wire, this wire that came in here, just move that back a little bit there. So that's going to just pop up through this little hole at the back here. Okay, and then we're just ready to strip back a little bit of plastic on the wire and connect them to the charge station. What we need to do is just strip back a couple of centimeters off the wire here. LawnMaster do provide a tool for doing this. So you simply just clip that in, like so, around, and then just pull that off. So you've just got a little bit of wire, bare wire showing in the end there. Okay, and I'll do the same on the other end. It's a bit too much. Let's twist that round. Give it a pull. It leaves a little bit of bare wire there for you to connect up. Okay, so what we're doing here, we worked anti-clockwise around the lawn. So this was our starting wire that we ran anti-clockwise from the back of the base station. So that simply just connects into the red terminal, like so, and then the end wire that came underneath the base station, that connects into the black terminal. Okay, so that's it. That's our perimeter wire connected up. We can now turn on the base station, and we can get this peg down using the pegs, so that can now be secured down to the lawn. So that's our base station connected up. So all that's left now to do is to pin the base station down using the supplied pegs and the Allen key that comes with the robotic mower. Okay, so let's do that now. Before we start the LawnMaster L10 and set it about cutting my lawn, I thought we'd just quickly go over a few of the features of this robotic lawnmower. So it does have the ability to cut for different lengths of time. So you've got a 4, a 6 and an 8 and a 10-hour setting here. So that's the amount of time that the mower will operate from. So that includes both mowing and charging. So because I've got such a small lawn here, the 40 square meters, I'm going to have it set on the 4 hours a day setting. However, I'm also going to set this to mow on alternate days because this is such a small lawn. And the way you do that is you just, when you're setting the time, the length of time, you just simply hold the button down longer. You'll hear 2 bleeps, and that means the light will flash, and that means that this is now set on 4 hours on alternate days. So that's a really nice feature. On the 3rd day, this mower will go round and cut the edge of your lawn as well. This orange dial here is the height setting. So there's 5 height settings, and they're from 20 millimeters to 60 millimeters. So I like to have mine set on 40 millimeters. That's what I've got my Works robotic mower set on next door. I like to keep the grass that little bit longer. So I'll be having it set on the 40 millimeter mark here. Another notable feature on the back here is a rain sensor. So when it rains, this robotic mower will sense that, it will return to base, and it will wait for the weather conditions to improve before it goes back out and mows again. So that's a really nice feature. In terms of underneath the deck, so if we turn the mower over, the mower is switched off. However, there is a tilt sensor with this mower as well, so it won't run when it's tilted over. So basically what you've got here is you've got 3 blades, 3 very razor sharp blades. This is an 18 centimeter deck, which is pretty standard for a robotic mower. That's the same as my Works robotic mower that I have running next door. And what these blades do is they mulch the lawn. So there's no collection with a robotic mower. So because this is mowing so often, it just simply takes a very fine piece of the lawn off. That's deposited, those cuttings are deposited back down into the lawn, and that provides nutrients. It rots down, provides nutrients and provides more moisture to your lawn, and you end up with a great looking lawn. So mulching is very beneficial for your lawn, and robotic mowers are suited perfectly for mulching. In terms of obstacle avoidance, so there are 2 ways that the LawnMaster L10 can avoid obstacles. So the first way is with the perimeter wire. So when we were laying the perimeter wire, because I don't have any obstacles in my lawn, I simply went around the perimeter of the lawn. However, if you have a tree or a flower bed in the middle of the lawn, you can run the perimeter wire out to that obstacle, run the perimeter wire around the obstacle, and the LawnMaster will avoid that particular area. If you run the perimeter wire close enough, and I believe it's 1 centimeter, under 1 centimeter, then the LawnMaster will ignore that wire and it will actually cut over the wire. So you're not going to have a strip of lawn that's not cut leading out to the obstacle. So that's a really nice feature with the LawnMaster. The second obstacle avoidance or detection is it does have a bump system. So for example, if you have a trampoline on your lawn, a temporary obstacle, the LawnMaster will simply bump into that obstacle very gently, and then it will just simply reverse and go in the opposite direction. Okay, so that's pretty much it. So as I said, I'm on a 40 square meter lawn. I'm using half of the lawn here, it's 40 square meters. So this robotic mower is capable of 400 square meters, so quite a large lawn. So that's 10 times the size of what I'm actually running the LawnMaster on here today. Okay, so I think that's pretty much it in terms of the specifications and the features of this robotic mower. So now let's get it started and let's see how well it performs. Okay, that's our LawnMaster L10 set up and running. I hope you could see how easy it was to install. Very, very simple, super simple in fact, this robotic mower. So if you've ever been put off from a robotic mower because you think the installation and the setup is going to be difficult, or you're thinking that you're going to have to spend out a lot of money getting a professional company in to do the installation, then really think again, because this LawnMaster L10 is super simple to install, and I hope you could see how easy it was there. I really do rate the LawnMaster products very highly. I've tested their cordless mowers, their electric mowers, and what LawnMaster do is they give you a great quality product. They throw in lots of features into their products, and above all, the price is really, really good. They are really great value for money. You're going to get a 2-year warranty with this robotic mower. LawnMaster support is here in the UK, so the support is really good as well. Spare parts available in the UK also, so really a great brand to invest in if you're looking for a robotic lawnmower. Okay, so I really do hope that you found this review useful. If you did, could I please ask that you click that thumbs up button below this video? If you could do that now, it'd be much appreciated. And why not click the subscribe button as well, and the bell icon to get notified when I release any future videos. If you would like to see a full review of this robotic mower and other robotic mowers that I've reviewed, then head on over to the EasyLawnMowing.co.uk website. Thanks very much for watching this video review, and I'll see you in the next one.